Howdy y'all, welcome to this week's video. We're going to transition away from some personal finance topics and get a little bit into health and wellness. Some basics to think about as you start to think about how to create a health and fitness or health and wellness or health and workout plan. So we're going to go over 3 basics to think about, largely focused on the creating the plan, the foundation of. We'll get into a little bit of maybe best practices, and we'll hit on diet and some general healthy eating decisions towards the end of the video. So I'm going to start with number 1, 3 basics to think about. This is not a workout plan, not what to do for how long based on what your goals are. Only a starting point for you as you think about making some healthier decisions in your life, and I'll let you kind of piece together the rest. So, all right, y'all, as promised, number 1, create a plan. Also, as promised, the basics of the plan, right? Not what exercises to do, when, for how long. The fundamentals, the basics of creating a workout plan. So listen, ultimately I think there's a couple things to think about. There's no right way to do it. The only right thing to do is to get moving and stay moving, right? So I encourage you to focus on a couple things. If this is your first time creating a workout plan, awesome, you can't go wrong. If this is your 3rd or 4th attempt, or maybe you're much further in your journey than some would say a beginner is, I still think it could be valuable information and maybe something to consider. So first thing to think about is a nice balance between cardio and strength training, right? This isn't necessarily for folks who are pros, either in some form or fashion sport or just in experience. Get moving, get your heart rate up. In a 45-minute workout, that's the way that we wrote this plan. 45-minute workout is a good amount of time. You can fit it into your day. You can usually plan for it. It's not too intensive, so to speak. It's something that usually can feel good about. It's great for your body, great for your overall health, and something that's easy to work into the day-to-day. So consider 20 minutes of cardio. Could be going for a 20-minute walk, could be doing jumping jacks, jump rope, could be stair stepper, could be a run. Wherever you're at in your life, whatever your current state of health allows you to do, 20 minutes of cardio is a great place to start. On top of 20 minutes of cardio, finding the ability or the time to do 20 minutes of strength training. Remember, this is all one day, all one workout. You'll need to figure out the specifics. There's a ton of research you can do, YouTube of course, and that you can find online in regards to what exercises should I do when, with what weight, and for how long. I can't give you those specifics, but I can tell you to spend 20 minutes on cardio, to spend 20 minutes on strength training, and 5 minutes on stretching would be a great place to start. So strength training could be bodyweight exercises, could be sit-ups, push-ups, pull-ups, lunges, squats, things of that nature. Could be things with weights, dumbbells, bench press, weighted lunges, weighted squats, whatever the case may be. So that'll be specific to you. This is only a starting point, but I encourage you to start your workouts, especially if it's your first time getting active. 20 minutes of cardio, 20 minutes of strength training. Get 5 minutes of stretching in there if you can. Basics, toe touches, things like that. Lunges are something that you can do as well. There's a ton of other exercises that you may be able to do at your gym, depending on what you have available to you, that you can even do at home, depending on how much time you're willing to put into doing some research, etc. So that's my encouragement from a starting point. Create a plan, 20 minutes of cardio, 20 minutes of strength training, 5 minutes of stretching. 2 more things to think about. We're gonna go to number 2 here real quick. All right, this one's easy, y'all. This is number 2 after creating the plan. It's my encouragement to you, focus on consistency before you focus on improvement, okay? Don't get it twisted. It doesn't mean don't get better. It doesn't mean don't work on your form. It doesn't mean don't do better today if you can do better than yesterday, or better tomorrow if you can do better than today. But it does mean focus on consistency. The most common miss when it comes to working out, health, fitness, even diet is inconsistency, right? I'd start with 3 or 4 workouts a week, right? But do it on the days you plan to do it. Take off days on the days you plan to take off days. But getting a 45-minute workout in 3 or 4 days a week for years at a time, even if you miss a few, that consistency will put you leaps and bounds beyond those around you, right? So it's really easy to look up and let a couple years go by. Imagine having a ton of 45-minute workouts along the way, right? It's good for your cardiovascular health, it's good for your mood and your mentality, and that's the purpose of this video. It's just encourage you to do the basics, come up with a plan that works for you. Number 2 is focus on consistency and then improvement. So what I mean is, let's get the workouts in before we work on increasing the weight or going faster or running further, right? Those can all happen. I encourage you to do so. We should all aim to get better on a day-to-day basis. but focus on consistency and then improvement. It'll set you up for success in the long run. We're wrapping up. I'm sure you've heard this before. This will probably come as no surprise, but it's oftentimes the hardest part about maintaining, call it a healthy lifestyle or just making healthy decisions. It's your diet. I can only encourage you to follow some best practices. I can't tell you specifically what to do based on what's going on in your life, the job you work, your activity level, etc. But I can encourage you to do a couple of the basics, eliminate a lot of sugars and processed foods. Doesn't mean you can't have them, and I'm not here to go into depth and come up with an individual diet plan for everyone watching this video, but especially if it's your first time working out, right? Or if it's your first time committed to a workout plan, your first time committed to losing weight, your first time committed to maybe thinking about it and making some conscious decisions related to general health and wellness, incorporate a healthy diet, right? Go out with friends on a Friday night, have a cheat meal on a Sunday. I'll let you figure those things out, but let go of some of the sodas. Maybe drink a little less, eat a few more vegetables, eat some higher protein, maybe be conscious of portion control. You could go on and on. You can get stuck. You can get lost in some of the research. And I encourage you to maybe dig deeper into it, but I encourage you also to complement your exercise with a healthy diet. Drink lots of water, let go of some of the things that aren't water, whether that's sodas, juices, alcohol, whatever the case may be. Enjoy it in small amounts and be responsible, but do the same thing with sugar and processed foods. Enjoy it in small amounts, be responsible, but feed your body fuel that makes sense. Focus on portion control. And once again, just like we said with your workout, be consistent, then focus on improvement over the long run. So those are my 3 points of encouragement for you as you look at beginning your health and wellness journey. Create a plan, sprinkle in some cardio and some strength training. Beyond that, focus on consistency and then improvement. Last but not least, incorporate a healthy diet. You might be surprised what happens. See you guys soon.